Hi guys, this is Todd. I didn't get to present my teacher feature, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot a quick video to show it to you. What I did was the 5th grade STAR review, and I typically do a 15-day review with our students. I want to note, I did have a typo. It's supposed to be 5/8C. I forgot to change that, but everything is 5/8C, which I'll explain in a second. This is the majority of what it is, the big piece, and what we do is we make a booklet, and this is just one page, an excerpt from the booklet. And we put on the front typically what the standard is, what pages can be found on, and how many questions are typically on the STAR test. So like in the 5th grade STAR test, 5.7b has 2 questions. The way the booklet works is we have a teacher side and a student side. Now the teacher side is typically going to be either an instruction piece or a large group activity. And then the student side is going to be something they do on their own that we then share. So for example, what we have here, 5.8c is demonstrate that the Earth rotates on its axis every 24 hours. And this is an activity from a company that we work with called S3 Strategies. I'll explain that one in a second. Then what we did is we have some questions. These are open-ended responses, and our students really enjoy these because they get to share their thoughts. And then we have some sort of activity that goes with it. So in this one, what they have to do is use those words to write a short story about the movement of the sun across the sky. At the very end of it, we typically have a what do I need to remember section where they can write down important things they think is going to be on the test or things they need to think about. And towards the back of the book, we typically have a vocabulary review. Now, the activity that I mentioned, there's 2 parts. This is the first part. I made this manipulative for the 5th graders. And what it is a piece of cardstock with a brad in the center. And the brad goes here, and it's hard to see, but there's 2 cutouts right by the base of the tree. And the back piece contains the sun. And what they do is they rotate the sun. This is a manipulative they can put in their notebook. Again, we have the standard because we find it very important that they know that. In this case, they need to know that the sun rises in the east, and that's why we put east sunrise, because that's a question that they miss on the star. And notice the shadow on the west, because that's something else they miss. The shadow will shorten throughout the day, and then again it will lengthen towards the east in the evening. So we have the west and the sunset. This is something that's small, they can easily put it in a notebook. Now that activity I mentioned is this. It's a, which of these things is not like the other? We put these, and they're pretty big, and we put them out around the room, and the kids go with their little journals that I showed you earlier, and they ask which of these 1, 2, 3, 4, which quadrant is incorrect, which one doesn't match the others. So if you look at this one, you notice that quadrant 2 deals with the moon's movement, not the sun's movement of the sun across the sky. So they would mark that in the box and then say why. Why is that one wrong? Then they discuss it. So anyway, this is something that I put together for you. Inside the folder you're going to see the paperwork. Again, this is a place called S3 Strategies, and this one's called Patterns Caused by Earth's Rotation, Odd One Out. And you get the instruction sheet. You're going to get the little manipulative that you're going to have to cut apart. I strongly suggest cardstock because it's sturdy. And you get a copy of this, which is just a little excerpt of the booklets that I make for my district. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or comment on the video below. You can email me at tpope@judsonisd.org. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again next year.